Welcome, guys. Welcome back to the Rocket series. Today, I'm Michael, and I'm joined by.
I'm Zach.
We're gonna give you some commentary on the Pioneer 1K, and now we have to switch lists because I thought we were doing Charles Tanner first, but we are doing looks like Kazi Baker and Ariel.
Yep, it's like arrow we got on mono white humans is what I'm presuming that MW stands for, and we got Kazi on green storm. I don't believe there's any storm cards, so let's see what storm cards we could be possibly talking about. Oh, look at that! It's Storm the Festival, so looks like it's going to be a good old mono green ramp deck. Looks like we got some Elvish Mystics, Land of Elves, Old Growth Trolls, Luminous Reborn. Got one of the new Blossoming Turtles in there. Some Cavalier of Thorns. We got one Cityscape Leveler for the big top end there. Got some good Planeswalkers, Kiora and Karn, Storm the Festivals, and then looks like a little bit more ramp here, using Nykthos to leverage some big mana plays with Kiora. And then Ariel, playing some mono white humans.
Yeah, this list looks pretty stereotypical for mono white. Just pretty stock with Dauntless Escort or Dauntless Bodyguards, Hopeful Initiate, Thalia's Lieutenant, Copper Coat Vanguard, Recruitment Officer, and Brutal Cathar, and Adeline, and a few others. This should be a pretty interesting matchup, though, because Ariel seems to have a little bit of taxing effects, which taxing at a storm is really annoying.
Yeah, so really what Ariel's probably looking to do here is probably trying to get under Kazi. Just kind of get in there, play a lot of early dudes really early, and keep playing dudes early. Already off not to a good start. No one drop from Ariel here. You just want to get some damage in before Kazi's able to kind of start going off with Storm the Festival, because these decks, they can just Nykthos, untap Nykthos, and then just generate so much mana. We can have multiple Storm turns. Turn 2 Thalia is going to be pretty good. That's going to slow Kazi down a little bit. He does have quite a bit of creature ramp. So you're going to see a turn 2 Pelucano. So 4 or 5 on turn 2 is pretty good and do his little aggro deck here. So and we're going to see that Cathar to Wade. Just good old O-ring effect here.
Yeah,
so,
and we're going to trigger Day. That's really important in this matchup.
So Kazi's got actually no answers to that. So that's just happens. There's no rhyme or reason for Kazi to run removal spells. He's just trying to do his game plan here and trying to do it the best of his ability. And right now it's looking a little rough. He's sitting on, looks like a Forest, an Oath of Nissa, and then a Wolf Willowhaven. So not a lot of action. He's got all the Rams, so he's got one part of his deck. He's looking for the other one.
So mono white humans against a version of mono green usually is really strong because of the quick starts and the controlling aspect, like Brutal Cathar, getting the Pelucranos and the Old Gold Trolls off the battlefield before they give that devotion.
There's going to have a big swing here with Copco Vanguard and Thalia with Cathar.
Yeah,
and then just activating that Mutavault too is just like
+1/+0.
Yeah.
To the whole field.
And Ward 1 as well.
Yeah.
So
That's
Kazi
really
drawing
gross.
a Karn. I don't think it's going to be too good here. Taking a quick peek at Kazi's sideboard, I don't think he'll have anything for this. I mean, just taking a quick look here. He's got a Filigree Silex, which might be just a little bit too late here. It's a Sky Sovereign, which he just won't have enough mana for. He's probably might just be dead next turn. I mean, Shadowsphere also not doing anything. He's got to pay 5 for Karn with Thalia on the battlefield, so he won't be able to get anything and cast it this turn, and he just doesn't have that time.
Yeah, I mean, this is an explosive start from Ariel. Like, look at the Thalia into the Brutal Cathar into this Copper Coat with Mutavault already on the field. That's just explosive, which is what mono white's known for doing.
Yeah, so Kazi's kind of sitting here, what do I do?
He also needs
not
to
a
make
lot of
sure
options.
that doesn't flip the day and night mechanic.
Yeah. I mean, he has to cast a spell here regardless. he can't just pass the turn. He just dies. He just dies here. So, so see what he wants to play. Does he want to opt for playing Karn and then playing Karn here is difficult because you essentially have to tap out and then you use your Kiora to untap like your Elvis Mystic just so you can block. Which looks like what he might be trying to do is just set up for next turn. Ariel's kind of shuffling, can't really see.
Yes,
I mean, if Ariel just has to Brave the Elements here, then it doesn't matter. Like, all this is a moot point. So we'll see if he just kind of untaps and just plays Brave and then just doesn't care. He's going to get Haywire Might here. Probably just a little extra dude. He's going to untap and play Might.
The life game.
As a blocker.
The +2 when it, or the +2 life when it dies.
Let's see what else to do. So Brave the Elements, I mean, it's still going to deal a lot of damage to Kazi here. But Brave the Elements won't just automatically kill him. It'll just deal quite a bit. He does have a Brave, Dauntless Escort, and then another miscellaneous human, I'm presuming, for his mono white human deck.
That looks like the this guy, the of Akros.
Oh, it's a recruitment officer.
Oh, it's a recruitment officer?
Yeah.
All sorts.
He's gonna pair it with Cathar.
I mean, that seems smart.
Here.
That seems smart.
Yeah, just in case.
Does he survive this combat?
Dash. I mean, all of these creatures are dealing 3 except for the Coppercoat Vanguard. So he blocks a 3. He's gonna take 6, 7, 8. So he's gonna take 8 here if he just swings all out at him.
So we're swinging Thalia and Coppercoat at Karn and Mutavault at Kazi's face is what it looked like.
And Brutal Cathar is not attacking. I don't see why not. Haywire-Mite's a 1/1 and Brutal Cathar is a 2/2.
I'm not sure either, unless there's something we don't know about.
Yeah. Very interesting. I mean, Kazi still can't trade with any of these creatures regardless. Because Thalia has first strike and both the other creatures both have 2 toughness, so...
Doesn't have to do with the Dauntless, does it?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, it does not.
You'll see. Kazi's thinking, like, what damage do I want to take here? Alright, so Kazi's going to take some damage. Karn's going to die. Kazi's still not drawn super hot. I mean, we got Elvish Mystic here, which is going to, I guess, save off some more damage. He really wants to get this Devotion up, so this Nykthos is, you know, producing a little bit more than, you know, 1 or 2 green mana. He wants to get in that. He wants to get in that 5 or 6 range that Pelukrinos was going to do, but Brutal Cathar said no, not today. No, thank you. Because it's debating. Do I want to play Mystic here? Do I want to play Elthanissa here?
I mean, it's just unfortunate that Ariel went first here because that was so explosive. It's like pretty hard to answer right off the bat. That's just so much raw strength that just popped out like that.
Is he activating Lair of the Hydra? No. What's that Lair of the Hydra doing hanging out up in the creature zone? Alright, looks like he's just going to try to get as much stuff on the board as possible here. See the Willful Haven, the Elvis Mystic, and then possibly Oath. No, going back. Got 3 mana right now, so 2 mana, 3 mana, 2 mana, 3 mana. All right. Yeah, it looks like he activated Hydra for 1. No, no, he didn't. I'm not 100% sure what that Lair of the Hydra is there. There we go. Okay, thank you for clarifying the confusion. Good Gem Mystic. And he's just gonna scoop it up. Yeah, right on the wall there. I mean, Arrow with such a fast start, just kind of getting in with a bunch of damage real early. Coppercoat Vanguard. So I'm gonna move to sideboard here. Unfortunate thing, but the nice thing with Kazi sideboard is literally everything in his sideboard is an artifact. Absolutely, all 15 cards are all singleton artifacts because he's running those 4 Karn the Great Creators in his main board there. So kind of see what he wants to, if he wants to just put in stuff. Thinking here, I mean, Haywire-Mite, kind of prioritize that. He's got the Filigree Silex. He's got a Heart of Kirin, which isn't too bad. I mean, a 4/4 blocker is pretty fine. We have the Sky Sovereign, which if he gets to that point can kind of just take over the game for him, just picking off creatures every single turn. Cityscape Leveler is going to be a little bit big, but might do a little bit of work. And then we got a Shadow Spear here. So he's got Woodcaller Automaton as well. So he's got a couple of sideboard options just to bring in like a couple of cards. I mean, luckily everything that he doesn't bring in still remains in his sideboard, so he can always just go get it with Karn later if he decides he does want it in a certain scenario. I don't think Ariel has a whole lot of cards that Haywire might hit. It's just kind of a blocker. Looking at Ariel's sideboard here, he's got 2 Destroy Evils, 3 Portable Holes, 3 Wedding Announcements, 2 Skyclave Apparitions, 3 Unlicensed Hearse, and then 2 Redain Guard of the Worthies. So probably looking at Redains and Skyclaves coming in here, possibly Portable Holes if he's looking to pick off some of those early Ram creatures. Clear the way for some of these humans. So we'll see how they sideboard here. We can kind of see here, looks like Ariel is taking out the, oh man, I was feeling like, oh, the Hopeful Initiates.
They're a little slow in this matchup, though, right? I mean, you look at Hopeful where it needs a couple turns to get going, and that's pretty much all Kazi wants is not enough pressure to where he could just go, oh, I'm slamming all this Devotion.
Yeah.
I think Shadow Spear is going to be pretty big in this matchup to bridge the gap in between the early plays and, you know, closing out with Karn.
Yeah, it looks like Ariel is bringing in those Portable Holes.
I like that. I like that. Portable Hole is pretty hot.
It helps out for Kazi because there's some more targets for Haywire Might.
Yeah, well, you know what Portable Hole hits? Elvish
Haywire
Mystic.
Might.
Well, Elvish Mystic too. Gets that Mystic off the board so he can't ramp.
Yeah, playing mono green here, and kind of unfortunately, you don't have a whole lot of options for removal spells. So Brutal Cathar is pretty brutal in this matchup because there's not a whole lot you can do about it. So I mean, just a couple. This, you know, we saw there just one Brutal Cathar just kind of took over the game for Ariel here. Got the Prelucnus off the way, made it so Nykthos didn't produce that much mana, and helped deal a bunch of damage because getting that 4 or 5 off the battlefield was a pretty big game. We're going into game 2 here. Players shuffling up, done some sideboarding. See if we get a peek at what they decided to bring in these matchups here. Looks like Kazi did bring in that Haywire Might. Looks like sitting on 2 forests here. Got a forest, a Prelucnos, a Karn, a Storm the Festival. Shuffling real quick, so it's kind of hard to see. Arrow's going to start off with a Recruitment Officer in the Plains. Ooh, Kazi drawing Llanowar Elves here. It's not too bad. There's got a Castle Ardenvale. Looks like he got another Recruitment Officer. Athalia's Lieutenant. Looks like there's an Ossification. He's just gonna hold him. Yeah, I'll just gain 2 life, sure. Recruitment Officer getting in for 2. See Kazi. There's another, I think that's an Elvish Mystic. Karn, Elvish Mystic, Storm the Festival, Prelucnos. Got some options here. A Karn this early is going to be pretty good. Arrow can't kill it, so it's going to get his 1 activation, and then if Arrow wants to deal it another 2 so then it doesn't get to activate again, then I think Kazi's totally fine with that. But Kazi's going to get Heart of Kirin here. It's going to be a big, big blocker, so... And it's going to be really good here because it does... Oof, an Adeline. Oof. That's always a card that you don't want to see in this matchup. It's going to kind of snowball here. He's just going to auto-kill Karn here, not really worry about it. You're going to see Prelucnos and then follow up with a Heart of Kirin. So not too bad. Aaron's still looking real good here.
Look at Aaron and his goofy human tokens. I love it. Is that the Lord of the Rings picture event they did?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Let's see. Ariel also sitting on double Brave the Elements. Doesn't too much against Heart of Kirin, but I mean that seems perfectly fine here.
Yeah, but we're ignoring Heart, right, and just going straight through Prelucnos. I mean, sure, he cruising response probably.
Well, he has
right?
another Ossification in his hand, so he can choose the Ossification here to get rid of it. Looks like he might be looking to kind of clog up the board a little bit before he does that.
Oh, Lieutenant.
Oof. Lieutenant's brutal.
Ugh.
That Lieutenant is going to get real big, too. With
Plus
Adeline here. Yeah.
Gross.
It's going to be big. Yeah, probably setting up here, because now Adeline doesn't die to Heart of Kirin if he does want to attack with Adeline next turn. It actually doesn't currently die to Prelucnos either. I feel like it's kind of just free game for Ariel to attack you with Adeline, just because it's a what is that, 5/5 currently? Sorry, 6/5 currently. So
yeah, it'd be a 7/5 when it swings.
Yeah, and you can't block with Prelucnos and Heart of Kirin. So
You know, Kazi's really comfortable on this mono green list too, and I'm assuming Ariel is very comfortable on humans. But this has just been a really gross really gross starts from Ariel.
Yeah.
Just so much going on.
I mean, sometimes like you just have these really, really crazy fast starts from humans. I mean, turn 1, play a dude, turn 2, play a dude, or play 2 dudes, turn 3, Adeline, and the game can just be over. So now it's like, do I want to just take 1,000,000 damage from Adeline here? Because she is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. She's 7, 5 currently. So Pluganos doesn't trade with it. Pluganos just gets eaten for breakfast.
This feels bad too because if he doesn't block, he takes all the damage. But he also can't block Adeline because if he blocks Adeline, he loses that 3 devotion. That's too crucial right now.
Yeah, well, it's not super relevant right now because he doesn't have a Nykthos. He does have a Storm. He can Storm the Festival this turn, which is going to be big game. Let's see if we can hit something that's going to be relevant here.
Well, Storm hits Cavalier, right?
What?
Storm hits Cavalier, and Cavalier finds Nykthos.
Yes, but then he has already played his 9th turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But because we're looking at the other side, see if he wants to flip Lucanos, because that is an option here, but I don't think it's a good one. This is a
flips
lot
into
of damage. I mean, he's a 10. He just dies to his board currently. But he's gonna he's gonna Storm here. See if we can hit some goodies.
I mean, Storm is a really
Roll
good
the
card.
dice.
Really good card.
I mean, Nykthos. No, Nykthos and Cure wouldn't really do a whole lot here, but thinking, does the Storm the Festival save me?
Well, I was
Does
looking
it?
at a flip, right? And then blocking one of the little things with lifelink, which doesn't stop the combat, but it does, like, wound it a little bit.
But it does help 100% for Ariel because he has an ossification in his hand. So
There's the Cavalier and there's the old Growth Troll. That's really, really good.
would you like to cut the bottom 3 cards of my library? I'll tap, thank you.
Here comes the Cavalier trigger. Did we hit
No
it?
Nykthos. There was a Lair of the Hydra, but there's a Cure, which is brutal.
Another old
2
growth.
forests and an old growth. So
Yeah.
got a lot on the board here from Kazi now, kind of exploded here, but the second Thalia's Lieutenant, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that looks like a wrap.
Making those creatures big. The other Thalia's Lieutenant is now going to be a 4/4.
Whew. That Adeline. Scary.
Yeah, Adeline's pretty decent. I mean, looks like it's just going to bash here. Ariel's not casting Brave the Elements here. Oh, he's wanting to get the human token and then Brave the Elements. So human tokens trigger Brave the Elements. You only have Hardikirin to block, which would be lethal.
It's, yeah, definitely lethal.
Bloop. You can't block with any of your guys. Okay, yeah.
Dang.
Guys, they just okay, I understand. I get it. He's already dead.
Man, that was a very quick round 1 for the Pioneer 1K for us. Well, you got any thoughts on that other than the massacre?
Humans.
Yeah, our
That's
boy,
what they do.
Our boy Kazi in shambles.
Yeah. Yeah, so humans gonna be pretty aggressive deck sometimes, and a lot of decks just can't keep up. Good showing here, good draws. We got our 2 players here. Got Ariel on the right there, and then we got Kazi on the left. Well, hopefully,
These 2 players are also very familiar with themselves around here with each other. They're both SoCal grinders. Ariel's down from LA, and Kazi's a local. It's pretty good. I wouldn't say it's a pretty good match 1. I mean, that was very one-sided. But
that's how humans is sometimes. It's just the humans do the humans thing, and the other deck, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah. It is good to see people down from LA, though. That's going to be your first event for the Pioneer 1K. Stick around. I will have the round count for you guys next round. We forgot to ask. But that'll do it for round 1. Thank you.
We'll see you then.